Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to take a canvas painting and turn it into an art print using a camera and Photoshop. So the first thing you need to do is find a flat surface with good lighting. This could be a wall like I'm using here or the floor, and take a photo of your painting. Then using Photoshop we can make some initial edits, like for instance to the temperature or the exposure, so making the image lighter or darker, if we want to add any additional contrast or not, if we want to bring out the highlights or the shadows, or even the whites in the painting or the blacks in the painting. As well, I normally change the texture. So here you can just play around with it a bit, looking for the finish that you want, that you desire. If you want to make the colors a bit bolder as well, you can change the saturation. Next, I'm going to go into detail and go to sharpening. So I just want to sharpen up some of the details a little bit. Whether you need to do this or not could depend on the type of camera that you've used to take your photo and how good it is. Finally, I'm going to go into geometry and I'm going to go into manual transformations. And I'm just going to play around here with the image inside the grid to make sure that I can get it as straight as possible. You can also move the image slightly to the left or to the right, and you can change the aspect ratio if you wanted to. And once you're happy with how your image is looking, how your painting is looking, you can just open it up. Next thing I want to do is change the size of the canvas. So I'm going to go up to the top, hit image and canvas size. Then you can change this to whatever size you want your print to be. For me, I want it to be 30 by 40. So height 40 and width 30, and just hit OK. This is fine, proceed. Then we're going to go up to edit and hit free transform. And all you want to do is move the white boxes so that you can fit your image into the new canvas. It's fine if a little bit of the white or the wall or the background is showing, if you're going to add a border to your print. If not, you want to take that out completely. If you do want to add a border, go to Photoshop and Preferences and scroll down to Guides, Grid and Slices. Here you can change the number of centimeters that you wish your border to be. For example, I want a border of 1 centimeter, so I'm going to add in 1 here and click OK. Then I'm going to go over to the left to the rectangular marquee tool, and I'm going to select the area of the image that I want, so leaving that 1 centimeter border along the sides. Then I'm going to copy and paste this selection, so Control C, Control V, and it's going to appear in a new layer. I just want to take off my grid lines then, so I go back to Photoshop Preferences, Guides, Grid and Slices, and I'm just going to increase the number of centimeters so I can no longer see the grid. Then I want to hide the original layer. Then under the layers, I'm going to click the half empty circle and hit solid color, select white and click OK. And then I'm going to drag that layer down underneath the original image. And this is just going to show me the border so I can see how it's actually going to look in the print. Next, I'm going to fix any issues with the spot healing brush tool. So just scroll down through the panel on the left hand side until you see spot healing brush tool and right click it just to make sure that the right brush is selected. So spot healing brush tool. Here you want to make sure that you're in the layer. So here I'm in the colorful layer, which is why it's not working. So just click OK and just move into the layer that you want. So click on layer 1 in this case. And here I'm just going to correct any issues I see with the painting. So that little black dot there, I just wanted to fix up. Next, I'm going to bring in my signature, which I have saved on my desktop. So I'm just going to drag it in. And then I'm going to resize it just to make sure that it fits in well with the image, or it is how I want it to appear on the print itself. I'm just going to scroll in here to make sure that it is clear and that there's no issues. The signature is going to appear on its own layer, which is great because then I can change the opacity of it. So here I'm just going to reduce it down to 70 so that it just blends in nicely with the image itself. Before I save it, I'm just going to double check the canvas size. So go to image, canvas size, and then the width and the height. And then I'm just going to save a copy, so this can be to wherever you want. The format will completely depend on whether you're printing it yourself or sending it to a printer's and what format they desire, whether you want to keep the layers on or not. Something important as well is to remove the white border or the white layer behind, so that when it's being printed out, then it's just going to blend nicely into the paper itself. So the finished result. I'll leave a link to the paper I use in the description. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe.